this yet. I haven't gotten that far. This pinky floss. Everybody knows what pinky floss is. Been there, done that. Yada yada. So, ah, damn it. Don't know why that got attached to the bag, but it did. We've cut like enough filtration. It goes regular filtration, the white, and then carbon, regular filtration again. I cut that one a little too short. And then carbon. I think there's 2 pieces of carbon down there. Well, this came with the plates. I figured, it's black, it's carbon, and it could be used in the same way. But yeah, the question is should I be putting like some floss, some pinky floss, or vice versa, some filter floss over here, like where the bigger grates are, or should I just let that tumble as it fills up when I set this thing up in like the next 2 weeks? And then on top of that, like, is that going to restrict flow the way I have it right now? Like, that's the main thing I'm worried about, is like restricting flow. I still need to get some more of these blocks because I'm like a little short here. And the idea was maybe I'll leave some space so like if I ever want to run a calcium reactor, so I don't have to sit there and dose calcium all the time. Vice versa, but is this big enough for this? Don't mind the mess. There's 2 bags of sand sitting in it. But yeah, like, is that big enough? People are probably going to say no. The guy at the fish store said it should be fine, but, typically you would have a 25-gallon sump for a 50-gallon tank. But, I'm not doing any more sanding or staining, at least not right now. Like, maybe in the future of this fish tank, and then or the fish tank stand, I mean, vice versa. I kind of removed the thing where I was gonna hang the light or have the light held, and I gotta put it back in because it was kind of in my way if I was trying to get around to stuff, and I needed to stain it anyways, so I stained it, and now that's done. But like, the question is like, this gonna be enough, or is that gonna be too much? Should I put pinky floss on top, or should I just lay a mat of pinky floss on the bottom here over the top of these bio rocks, which is going to hold a lot of my beneficial bacteria? And one thing I was noticing earlier is I've got a bunch of pods in my tank upstairs, and I just did a water change. But the point is every time I'm doing a water change, I'm realizing I'm depleting the pod population in my tank. Now I know what my tang is always going after. Yes, I only have 3 fish in that tank, so having a tang in there isn't gonna fucking hurt anything. Damn tang police. Yeah, I said tang police because there's certain people out. I'm gonna move this for a second. There's certain people out there that don't like when people put tangs and smaller tanks, but you know what? I've got what I got right now, and I'm waiting till I set up the frag tank to put a rack system in there for frags, and then the tang is going to be probably by itself for the most part in this tank that y'all already saw up above. The tank that is sitting on the stand. I think I cut that a little too wide. Oh well. Just gonna try to. I'm not trying to force it too hard because I noticed when I did earlier, this thing was trying to come unglued. But yeah, we got nobody watching us. But I'll end up saving this video and then yada yada, putting it out as another video. But the point is I'm just trying to get everybody's ideas. Like, this is the first time in a long time that I've had a tank with a sump on it, so that's why I'm trying to get everybody's ideas. And the dog's upstairs barking. But I also have, like I said, the pinky floss, this stuff, and I don't want to cut that too long. But what I'm noticing about the pinky floss is it's double-sided, and it already has like the white filter floss, like this stuff over here that I already cut. Filter pad. Improves water quality, makes crystal clear water. See, you know what's funny is the pinky floss didn't come in an actual bag. It just came in, it might have come in a bag, but I think I might have thrown it out already. It just came in like, it wasn't rolled up, it was like folded up, and that kind of annoys me because like it makes it easier to store if it's rolled up. But yeah, the pinky floss does twice the job that any of this filter material will do. So I haven't really decided yet. I might just lay a strip across the bottom there, and then maybe do a thin strip right over the top of the other floss, because it's got to have like not a lot of restriction. But then again, I'm also thinking maybe I'll put some padding underneath the pump that's gonna go in there, and it's already glued and everything. But yeah, just give me ideas. Throw your ideas out there. Leave comments below this video. This isn't a very long video. It's already at almost 10 minutes. But just throw your ideas in the ring. You know, I'll probably use somebody's ideas. I mean, any excess I'm just gonna stuff in here. This also needs to be washed. I'll probably do that when I fill it with water. You know, just wash it a little bit. But I had already done a wash with it was worse than this. Like, the calcium buildup was way worse than this. It was like you couldn't even see through the glass, and I don't know why it did that when it wasn't even full of water. So, but then I have this big ass protein skimmer, which is going to empty into a bucket, and I'm hoping that the water level is proper enough, because I probably should have like gotten another plate for this, because I'm noticing that the water level of it is a lot higher than, yeah, we'll figure it out. I went to my buddy Peter's store the last time I was in California, and I noticed that he was doing a lot of his sumps out of plastic totes now. Like it's easier, it's cheaper, it's more affordable. They order the plastic totes from like I want to say like Taiwan or China or somewhere around that area. Anyways, and then they make the system, and it's like bare minimum. They don't even buy these what do you call these baffles? But yeah, give me your ideas, throw them out there. In the future, we're probably going to replace this with something that has two. We just haven't gotten there yet, and I need to, like I said, wash the top of this, do a little cleaning, little after cleaning, because I kind of this got put on the back burner while I finished the tank stand, which I still am like, I don't like that right there, the crease in the wood. But what do you do at the end of the day? I mean, I've got another piece of wood that I can cut, and but if I do the top, I'm gonna have to do the bottom too. And if you look at the bottom, there's a same kind of cut in the back, and it's kind of leveled itself out over the last week and a half, I want to say. But I still went the other route, and I put the cork board up underneath the tank just so it's level and I don't have to worry about that. And if cork board gets wet, everybody should know this by now, it just dries up. It absorbs the material, it absorbs the water. I don't know how much it's going to absorb salt water per se, but yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Anyways, enjoy this content. I hope guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in the future. And then I've also been looking at some other fish tanks, like what is it, a 35-gallon square, and we're already gonna bring the 50-gallon, the old 50-gallon down here and put it next to this other 50-gallon. So there's gonna be 100 gallons of water per tank. And you know, I have this idea to kind of do one of them troughs. I've seen this done on a freshwater tank. I've never seen it done on a saltwater tank, but we'll experiment. But what I mean by a trough is a thing that allows the fish to go from one tank to another tank to another tank. And I gotta figure out all the logistics of it, but I have these clear tubes already, and all I need is a clear like U piece or something like that, and the fish could swim from one tank to another. And it's kind of a interesting old school idea that I just thought up a while back when I saw it done in a freshwater tank. And yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't know if the fish would necessarily use it, but sometimes, you never know fish. But yeah, we're going to end up having moms put this in underneath the tank stand tomorrow. And yeah, mind you that I did not stain the wood on the bottom. I just kind of used it as a practice stain area. But yeah, everything else is pretty much done other than some micro staining over here and there, which I'll get to later. I spent so much time just staining this thing. I probably used 2 different cans of stain, like same stain color, but two cans of stain, 2.5 cans of stain, or 2.25 cans of stain. But I stained the whole damn fish tank stand. There shouldn't be a problem with like bugs or dilapidation from water and yada yada. I probably should have polyurethane sealed it, but I'm not going to go that route right now because it's only going to be up for our lease is up in this place in May, and we plan on being out of here by May. And this is gonna be a pain in the ass to fucking tote upstairs. But the reason we plan on being out of here by May is because, you know, they're raising the rent again, and we don't want to be renters anymore, and we're going to try to buy our own house. And yeah, that's the freshwater tank behind me. But yeah, I went over the 10-minute mark a few minutes ago. So enjoy this content. I still have cichlids. They're about the only thing I have. I did not keep any, you know, I want to get back into keeping puffers, but that's such a pain in the ass. And I want to maybe get a Valentini puffer to go with the Tang when it goes into the 50-gallon here. But, you know, again, I'll have the Tang police after me. But I don't care. Have a good one.